Should childhood memories come with a price tag attached to them? Ultimately, this is a question that you have to ask yourself, and the answer is unique to each of us. Today, I am going to be doing a react, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, a react to somebody that I've actually started to enjoy watching. This person, he actually has like an earnest honesty about himself. And that person is the review of the week. Today, he is going to be doing a review of the new McDonaldland meal. It's a review. I'm going to be reacting to all that. Ultimately, I personally myself, ultimately, I think this is a little bit hypocritical because they're trying to cash in on our nostalgia, on our memories. However, if you go and you look at the various locations here, let me do this. You will see that they have literally lost their identity. They went from being a location where kids would want to go eat, and it is now like just the most generic, sanitized, uh, you know, corporate interpretation of what Starbucks would look like without impeding on their trademark. What you are about to see are the 3 McDonald's in my areas, and they all have basically been changed. This one is the McDonald's that's closest to where I live. It's here in Kelso, Washington. Going all the way back as far as Google Maps will take me, this is about 2012. The older image is on the top, as you can see here. The McDonald's where I lived used to actually look like a place where children would go and play. It even had a playground. And as you can see, 4 years later, ladies and gentlemen, 4 years later, they literally tore the previous building down, and they built a whole new building that just emphasizes this cardboard cutout, sanitized, squeaky clean image, which is sad because of the fact now it doesn't look like a place that every kid is going to want to go to eat a meal. This looks more like a place where you would go and order coffee. If you want to go get coffee, go to McDonald's. Because trust me, looking at McDonald's the way it is now, it doesn't look like a place you want to go and get a Big Mac or French fries or chicken nuggets or anything like that. It literally looks more like a coffee shop, which is fucking sad because the loss of identity, it's so fucking jarring. It isn't like it was a gradual it wasn't like it's a gradual change. It was just like abrupt. We went from childhood innocence to this. Now here is another location. It basically has the same architecture in the top image as you can see here. The only difference is due to the size of the lot that the building is on. It couldn't really have a playground. It did have an outside dining area. But once again, what do? They copied the same image. Wait, wrong button. They copied the same architecture that you saw in Kelso. It is literally the same. It is literally the same. And then finally, we have the final image here. Once again, same architecture in the top of the top picture. Slightly larger eating area outside, not really a playground, but still you could go outside. It had like that dying breath of childhood innocence and wonder. Before it was just like literally stabbed and stabbed and stabbed until the corpse was gone, and all we have left is the current outlook. But yeah, so basically I'm just going to be doing a review. I keep saying a react to the report of the week's review of the new McDonaldland meal review. So let's get on with that, shall we? Okay, let's get the video up. So 3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello ladies, gentlemen, and everyone watching. Welcome one and all to this newest edition of the Running on Empty Food Review series.
I don't know what it is, but I just started watching this guy. I think the first video of his that I saw was the Fantastic Four pizza that Little Caesars is doing. And I'm not sure what it is. There's just something about this reviewer that I actually like. He doesn't seem to be as forced as somebody like, say, Darkside Phil when he does his reviews. You can tell that Phil does it for a quick buck. This guy, the report of the week. I keep saying the review of the week, the report of the week. I'm not sure exactly what his name is. I've heard him being referred to as the report of the week, the review of the week, report bra or bro or something like that. And then I even thought I heard people refer to him by his birth name. I'm not sure exactly what, how people refer to him as, but his profile says the report of the week. But yeah, there's just something about this guy. He just has like this sincere honesty, which I actually enjoy. I actually enjoy seeing something like this, which is more natural, more organic compared to somebody who is literally just in it for a buck. Like Darkside Phil.
I'm your host, the Report of the Week. Thank you for checking in. A new meal from McDonald's is out. This is a themed meal,
And this is something that I'm not sure how long it's been going. It's probably been going for a long time. I just don't eat out that much. When I do go to eat out, there's a Chinese restaurant right across the street where I live. I go there. I haven't actually had fast food per se. God, it's been over 5 years. It's been quite a long time. So, I'm not sure this is something new. If this has been going on for quite a while, but yeah.
it's playing off of the theme of nostalgia, which is certainly understandable. I think that a lot of people feel nostalgic about a lot of these fast food chains for reasons perhaps that some of the higher level staff might be uncomfortable with, i.e., it was better in the past. But
Well, everything was better in the past, like that. That's why our memories are so fond, is because everything's better in the past. And it's also that you're a child, or you're younger, so your interpretation and your perception of everything is a little bit more skewered. If you were to go and ask 7-year-old Jeff, what do you like more? Do you like eating at McDonald's, or did you like having your grandmother's pot roast? You're gonna say McDonald's. You know, it's just it's okay. It's okay. Memories are meant to be a little bit more skewered, I guess you could say. When you're a child, you're thinking back, because nowadays you're an adult and everything is more. It's more just kind of. It's more real. Like you're an adult. You have a lot of other stuff you got to think about.
nevertheless, that's not to say that going forward it can't be good again, right? Anyway, the theme is interesting. I thought, looking at this already just as a concept, I thought to myself, okay, it's interesting and it's worth giving it a chance anyway. Although I do have a significant grievance with this right off the bat. But first, I'll describe what's in this meal, and then I'll ask you a question, and then I'll tell you my problem, and it's all.
Okay, now before anybody asks, I want to go on record and say I already saw this. This is not like a blind react. No, I've already saw this. That's why I decided to do a react to this, because I had a lot of stuff I want to talk about. Do I have a problem with them doing a themed meal that kind of focuses on childhood innocence and everything and our memories and all that? Yeah. If if they practice what they preach, then I really wouldn't have an issue with the idea of the meal. But going back to the images I showed, when literally their restaurants are so generic, when it's so generic, like the only people you find in there nowadays are most likely people who, like I said, who drink coffee. I know there are people who also eat hamburgers and all that, but you look at those restaurants and they literally look like that they catered to a more to a coffee crowd, basically. When I see that, and then I see, that they are, pushing these themed meals that revolve around your innocence, while they literally, the location that you go to pick up these meals has literally been just voided of personality. It's kind of hypocritical. It's kind of hypocritical in my eyes.
all gonna make sense, so just follow me through this. The new McDonaldland meal. Again, it's playing off of the theme of nostalgia, especially surrounding, the mascots and little characters in the McDonald's lore itself that have existed over the decades at this point. And this is a meal essentially to commemorate and celebrate them. So, what does this meal include, the McDonaldland meal? It could include either a quarter pounder with cheese or a 10-piece chicken nuggets. You can pick a sauce of your choice.
Okay, so basically, right off the bat, there's, with the exception of a couple of the items that he's going to mention off at pretty quickly, it's just standard meal. There's no real innovation here. You get a couple of different things that he's going to mention, but literally, it's just a quarter pounder or chicken nuggets and your fries. There's nothing new here, basically.
Just the regular sauces. There's not any special sauce. You can get a medium fries. Then there is a special item, the Mount McDonaldland shake, which is a mystery flavored blue colored shake with.
Okay, right there. I'm not sure what it is. Going all the way back to, like, say, Mountain Dew, for example. Every goddamn year, Mountain Dew does this mysterious, what flavor it is. I don't buy that shit. I'd like to know what it is that I'm going to be eating or drinking. So, hey, Jeff, you want a mysterious Mountain Dew? No, get that fucking shit out of my face. No, if I don't know what it is, you could buy this Mountain Dew, and for some reason, Mountain Dew could troll us, and they could literally be selling us Mountain Dew that tastes like horse piss. No, I want to know exactly what it is that I'm drinking. So this right here, this whole, mysterious, milkshake, fuck it, get that shit out of here.
Pink whipped cream, which I have right here. And we'll be trying that out, of course. And then it has one of 6 collectible toys.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is how they kind of really monetize your childhood memories, or your fondness for, earlier McDonald's. It isn't bad enough that, that they can give you, like, okay, how can I say it? By doing 5, 6, 7, however many toys he said. I think he said it was like 4, 5, 6, whatever. By doing this, it's basically working the consumer to go back more and more and more and more in hopes to get each and every one of these fucking toys. And yes, they've done it before in the past, but still, it's scummy as fuck. It's scummy as fuck. Since this is a themed meal, it should just be like one specific toy. That's it. You should not have to get, like, 1 out of 6. It's just a themed meal, and a lot of these themed meals don't last that long. They don't last that long. So they're hoping that the consumer is just going to go in and spend hundreds of dollars with the hopes, that they hope that they can get each and every one of these toys. And I'll make you a bet. I'll make you a fucking bet that each McDonald's only gets, like, say, 5 out of the 6 or 4 out of the 5 toys. They're never going to get the whole set. They're never going to get the whole set because the money is not in selling people the whole set. The money is in getting people to just constantly come back with the hopes of getting that full set. It's like it is in the pharmaceutical business. The money isn't in the cure, ladies and gentlemen. The money isn't in the cure. The money is in the medication.
And comes in this little box. I haven't opened it. You can see the seal is unbroken. So we'll see what's in this box before you know it. But it could either feature items pertaining to Ronald McDonald, Grimace, Birdie, the Hamburglar, Mayor McCheese, or the Fry Friends. So.
What doesn't... Oh, God, I can't recall what the... I can't recall what the name of the character was, but there was a character that used to be, was that like a hamburger, but a police officer. Doesn't he get a fucking toy? Doesn't the police officer get a toy? Well, we get the Fry Kids, but not the fucking police officer. The guy who maintains law and order in McDonaldland. No, he doesn't get a fucking toy.
you could see this is what's in the meal, right? Has some special packaging for some of the items, like the nuggets right there. I got the nuggets this time around. 10-piece. They forgot the sauce.
Oh my god, this poor guy, he has the shittiest of luck. I feel bad for him, and he constantly, it isn't like it gets him down at all. It doesn't get him down at all. He doesn't like verbally sound like he's upset at all, which I honestly like about him. You know, he doesn't let things get him down, whereas, you know, going back to DSP gaming, if he doesn't get his way, he fucking just yells at the audience and everything. But this poor guy, I think it was last week. He did the Wendy's Wednesday themed meal. And they forgot the sauces in his they forgot the sauce for his order then also. This poor guy has the worst luck when it comes to these fast food establishments and not getting his sauces.
I was going to get sweet and sour sauce, standard medium fries, the toy, and the shake.
Okay, so basically you get your standard 9-10 piece chicken nuggets. You get a medium fry. You get unicorn piss flavored milkshake, and you get a toy.
So, now that you have seen everything that is in this, let me ask you a question. And this, you could take a guess in the comments if you want to. Considering what's in this, right? Considering that, okay, there's the toy, which I almost flipped. I did flip it over. And there's the shake. Okay, these are new items.
Is it really that new depending on what the flavor of the milkshake is, though? It could be fucking chocolate. It's just paint or colored differently. This is why I say I do not buy items that are mystery flavored, because they're selling a gimmick, and you can literally be going back to Mountain Dew. For some weird reason, say this year, whatever their, mystery flavor is, it could literally just be orange flavored, like what they already have. No, I need to know what it is I buy. So to say that this is something new, I kind of disagree with, because of the fact we don't know exactly what we're getting. Yeah.
And the nuggets in commemorative packaging and the medium fries.
They couldn't even put the fries in a special container. The chicken nuggets gets the special treatment. The quarter pounder probably gets the special treatment. Fries, oh fuck that. No, you get the generic red package.
So all these are in the medium size. What should the price for this meal be?
I say, when I first saw this, when I first watched this, I said to myself, $10. $10. You're getting medium fries. You're getting a small amount of chicken nuggets. You're getting a medium milkshake, and you're getting a toy that probably costs like 50 cents to make. How much would you say it is? I say 10.
And take a guess. How much should this cost? Should it be $10? $12? I bet some people would probably say between $10 and $12 maybe. $14? How about $17.30 for this?
And that's when I literally said to myself, fuck no. That's literally what I literally said, fuck no to myself. There is no way that should be $17.30. It doesn't matter if you're getting piss, unicorn piss flavored milkshake. You're getting a toy, and two medium foods. Your medium fries, your medium fries, and your 10-piece, 9-piece, 8-piece, whatever McNuggets. It's not worth $17.30. They're literally doing this to basically pull extra money in on your nostalgia, and it's kind of shitty considering the fact that for the last decade roughly, they've been trying to distance themselves from your childhood. Wait, what's that? People are not coming to McDonald's that much anymore? Let's bring out the memories. That's literally what they're doing. That's what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. They're not doing this because they want to make you feel good. No, they're doing this because of the fact that they know that their profit margin is probably down a little bit over year. I'm not sure. It probably is though. Who wants to go and eat in a sanitized restaurant? Anyway, they know the money isn't flowing in like it used to back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. No. So what we got to do is we got to fucking try and manipulate the patrons.
This. So that's right. $17.30 is what I paid.
Not
For
fucking
a
worth it.
10-piece nugget,
Okay, it's 10 piece.
a medium fries, medium shake, and the toy.
For $17.30, it should be like a 15 McNuggets. It should be a large fry and a large drink.
So, that's that's a price that I cannot get behind. I really don't care how good the toy is or any of that. $17.30 for this is just plain unacceptable.
And this is why I, don't really eat out at fast food restaurants anymore. It's just the cost, and you're not what you're getting is not worth what you're paying. I'd rather just make this stuff at home, and I probably could make it a lot better also. If you were visiting my place, I'd make you fucking a nice hamburger, like, hey, you want a hamburger? Fine. I'll make you a hamburger. I'll pile that hamburger with a lot of stuff that you want,
But this is, I guess this is just the way that they do things in McDonaldland, and obviously this is just how it is over there.
I like how he is literally just kind of low ball or low key, just kind of insulting McDonald's also.
This is so, everyone wants to see the interesting stuff first, and I get it. These are just normal nuggets and fries.
And that's another reason why I say I would never buy this. Not only because it's manipulative, but that it's like literally no real effort has gone into this themed meal. You're telling me that McDonald's has been around for what, 60 plus goddamn years? And yet they cannot go open up their book. They cannot open up their book of past meals that they sold. God damn, there are meals that people would die for McDonald's bring back. They cannot bring back something, from the recent history as like a limited time release to coincide with this, Oh God. Here, let me pull up the internet. Hold on. Let's check this out. Okay, let's see what we can find here. Discontinued McDonald's items. Let's see here. What do we got? Now, I'm not saying that all of these, could be used, but I'm just saying, like, let's pick out a couple things. Okay, let's see here. What about the big and tasty? This sounds interesting. The big and tasty. What the fuck is a big and tasty? I don't know, but it sounds interesting. Let's take a look. The Big and Tasty is a hamburger sold by international fast food McDonald's. Is designed to compete with the Whopper sandwich, a similar variation of the Big Tasty, without the center in, which was released in Saudi Arabia, Europe, South America. This looks like it would be interesting. Well, it doesn't actually look that good, but still, it looks interesting. You're telling me that they could not go into their book of old, ideas that they had before, and they could not, bring something out for a limited time. Okay, let's what else do we got here? Bubblegum Flurry. That could be, instead of this mystery flavor, why not Bubblegum McFlurry? What's the McJordan? When was the McJordan? Let's see here. Okay, so the McJordan was like the 1990s food. You're telling me that they could not have done the McJordan or something? Just do something, that is unique that isn't currently being sold. I wish I actually said what the McJordan was. It's a celebrity sandwich. Okay, but anyway, yeah, all this stuff that McDonald's has released over the years, and they basically stick in your generic quarter pounder in your generic chicken nuggets when they have all this other stuff that they could have added, you know.
Everyone wants to see what the toy is, so we're just going to get right into the action, because why not? There's literally nothing special about this stuff. We're just going to get into the toy and into the shake, and then we'll wrap it up by trying the other stuff out. Let's look at this. This will be like half unboxing and half review. So there's McDonaldland. This is the utopia that is McDonaldland.
See, I think that's the okay, I'm not sure if you can see what I'm talking about, but near the pink road, there looks like the police officer. You're telling me that the police officer does not get a toy, but but they talked. I think wasn't it like Mayor McBurger or Mayor Hamburger or whatever the fucking name? He gets one. The Fry Kids get a fucking toy, but not the fucking police officer. Okay, whatever.
At least that's what they tell us, right? That's what they want you to believe. Oh, looks like they still got steam trains over there in McDonaldland.
Like I said, I don't know what it is. I like this guy. It's rare for me to go out and say I like somebody. There is something about this guy that I like. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something about this guy that I really like.
I wonder what sort of like system is this ever established in the McDonald's lore? What like system of government do they have in McDonaldland? I always imagined it, because I've thought about this for decades, that it's sort of like, maybe it's like the feudal system over there, and the characters, they're the shot callers, right? And every other creature there is just some sort of, they have no significance whatsoever, like all those little mini burger creatures there.
So basically, you have Ronald McDonald, you have Birdie, you have Grimace, you have the non-respected police officer, and then you have like the little sentient chicken nuggets, and they're being treated like utter shit by everybody else.
Are irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. Did I even have to do that whole thing with the sticker, or is this just... Well, I'm not collecting this, so what do I really care? See, they put the sticker...
Tear that motherfucker open! Rip that motherfucker open! Who gives shit?
Sticker, that's to prove that I didn't open this before. And let's see which one I got. And let's see what this even is. It's the inside of the box. The wrapping says McDonaldland on it. What did I get? Oh, we got him. There he is. The man, not really a man, the being itself. We got Grimace. Yep. There he is. There's Grimace.
I love the look on his face. He's like, he's not saying it, but he's like, I spent $17.30 on this. I literally just spent $17.30 on this, and I get this floating purple testicle. This is my reward for $17.30, ladies and gentlemen.
What does this say now? Take a trip through McDonaldland. This is a tin. Grimace has terrible penmanship.
Dude, like, yeah, even my writing's better than that, and I write like shit.
What is this? Let's see. My fingers are a little slippery. Okay.
He just tosses it. Trust me, I'd do the same thing also.
And what do we have inside? What are all these things? Thanks for traveling to McDonaldland, this card says. Some stickers. Friend of Grimace. Right there.
Oh God, Doesn't that look appetizing? It's like they literally think we're too fucking stupid. It's like McDonald's thinks that the customer is too fucking stupid. You know, here's the toys. You know, here's the stuff you get in the toy. You get a milkshake sticker. Remember, you just had a milkshake. A Grimace sticker because you got the Grimace toy. Do you get the feeling that they're treating us like fucking idiots?
All right, yeah, I do like these. I don't agree with the price, but I give these credit.
What they could have done, I'll actually talk about what they could have done for the toy when this is over.
Oh yeah, they know most likely to throw a lit birthday party.
And what he says next is the same thing I literally thought.
It's horrifying. It's like a booking photo.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. It's like, why are they giving us? Wait, did he rob a store? Excuse me. Did Grimace rob a store or something? Is that why they gave this a booking photo?
Got his passport.
This is something that drove me nuts when I saw this. This is something that drove me nuts. This is supposed to like harken your, bring like your childhood memories. When you were 6 years old, did you think of booking photos and passports when you were 6 years old? No, you thought of the fun toys that McDonald's used to sell. You know, the toys the toys I can remember when I was younger and I went to McDonald's. Here, let's actually go back to memory lane, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to memory lane. See McDonald's. Let's see here. What I can't recall what it was called. McDonald's toy. Oh god, I can't recall what it is. Camcorder viewfinder. I can't recall what they were called. But it was like, I think one of the toys was, one of the things was like, here we go. It was the Adventures. I think that's what they're called. The Adventurers? I think that's what it was called. Oh, sorry. Rescuers Down Under. This is what I think of when I was like 6. Because when did this come out? Was it like, didn't they say like 89? I actually had the clear one. I had this one, actually. Let's see here. What was the name of this one? I can't, if it'll ever fucking load. There he goes. It's also Rescuers Down Under. I had the clear one. But when did it come out? Let's see here. Let's see here. Voice can finder. God damn this. I'm not sure what it is with Microsoft Edge. They did something a long time ago and it just totally fucked it up. I'm probably going to have to switch back to like goddamn Chrome or something. But on. Seriously? Fuck it, let's just go this route. Okay, it was 1989, so depending on when it came out, let's see here. No, not eBay. I thought it was something. Find a lot of 4. Poshmark. Don't they? You would think that they'd have like some sort of McDonald's cameras. No, not eBay. I don't eBay. Let's go try Wikipedia. Oh, you press it or it doesn't do. You gotta click on that for some reason. And now it's going to make you fucking wait. Okay, so basically I can only find these images, but basically you're telling me that McDonald's they could not strike a deal with Disney and just do like a re-release, like how action figures get re-released after so many years. You're telling me that McDonald's could not do something like this? It doesn't have to be these toys. It could literally be like any of the thousands of toys that McDonald's released, over the years. Let's see here. Wind up monster truck toys McDonald's. I actually had these when I was younger. See here, eBay. How much did they go for on eBay? see here. Can I? Floor side. I just want, just fucking. Let's see here. How much are these things? eBay. Oh, okay, let's. I just want $6.94, $6.49. Sorry, $6.49. And these were released like what? Early 80s, mid 80s. I can't recall when exactly. To see here. Does it say when it was? Kids. It doesn't say. But I had a white version of one of these. Let's see here. McDonald's one of monster trucks. Maybe it wasn't white. Maybe it was a lighter color. But I remember having one of these. Tris. 1991. Oh, these were 1991? I thought these were like 80s. Anyway, let's see here. Interest. But what I'm trying to say is like literally they could not go into their vault basically and pick one of these toys to put into this oh god this themed set. No, you get a passport, you get a sticker, you get numerous stickers to basically tell you what it was you already bought. Don't you fucking feel special? And trust me, none of this is on the reviewer himself. I don't have an issue with the report of the week at all. This is all on McDonald's. McDonald's has literally become they've lost the script. They lost the script. They think that a childhood memory for us is a booking photo and a passport and a couple stickers that tells you basically, hey, stupid fuck, do you remember what it was you just bought? If not, here's a sticker.
This just keeps going. Look at this.
Is that really worth, part of it being $17.30? I don't think it is.
Gave us some QSL cards.
Wow. Nothing triggers your childhood memories like a postcard. Wait, what was that? Kids would like to have, what would kids like to have? Let's see here. I think it was during Halloween, let's see, one year. McDonald's toy chicken nugget costume. Okay, when was this? Listen, it's like, it seems like it was a lot earlier than that. 1996. Now, these had to be like early 1990s, I thought. Oh well. But you're telling me that, hey, kids would love to have these things. Dressed up toy chicken nuggets or a little camcorder or wind up monster trucks. No, you're going to get a fucking postcard, stickers that already tell you what it was that you bought, and a booking photo. Oh, don't forget the passport. $17.30, please.
And finally, all right.
God. God. The McDonald's, I'm sorry to say it, he likes it and that's okay. That's okay. He likes it and that's cool. McDonald's bombed this. They fucking bombed this. They had a chance to give the consumer something that actually was worth the money. Even although it would be like a re-release of a toy that they released, 2+ decades ago. No, you get booking photos, you get a passport, you get stickers, you get a postcard. You know what it is? Literally, they're telling you get the fuck out of the country. That's what they're telling you. They're like, oh, we don't want you in the United States. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. They don't know what it is that the people want anymore, which is fucking sad because this is a themed meal that is supposed to revolve around childhood innocence.
I know for people that probably would have preferred an action figure, that might be underwhelming. But you know what?
It's not just underwhelming. It's a goddamn insult. It's an insult to the people who paid $17.30 for this. At most, with the shit that you got in that tin, $12 tops. I wouldn't pay more than $10, but that's just me.
I like it. It's old school. It's a throwback.
Honestly, I don't see how it is a throwback. To me, all that stuff you could get nowadays. All that stuff you could get nowadays. A throwback would actually be like something I showed, like with the chicken nuggets or the camcorder or the little wind up monster truck. That would be something like throwback. This just literally seems like, hey, what do people like now? What do kids like nowadays? What do adults who think about their childhood like nowadays? Well, I don't know. Put a passport, put some stickers in it. Yeah, that'll do.
Wouldn't really call it a toy, but I can't complain. Let's see what this shake is about now. This is what I'm particularly curious about, the McDonaldland shake. So let's try this out now that you saw what comes as far as the collectible, and I would imagine each iteration has similar variants. So let's see how this tastes now. Again, mystery flavor, but it's blue.
I would not buy that. I hate the idea. I hate the concept of mystery flavored shit.
Let's see.
Okay, I have to give him credit. Whatever flavor it is, he must like it because this is like his third drink of it. Okay, this guy really likes it. 5. Okay.
You know, the blue does have almost like a sort of
6. Okay.
It's not completely
7. Wow, he really likes it.
Very sweet, but it's pleasant. It's smooth. I'd wager this has like a vanilla base to it, but
okay, it's probably just vanilla then, dude. It's probably just vanilla.
The prevailing flavors in this seem to be sort of like a blue raspberry flavor, though not completely. It's almost, to me, like a vanilla base, very sweet, with like a blue raspberry, again, a little bit of blueberry in there too, but not quite. It has this little tartness to it as well. Again, I would say it's most reminiscent to like a blue raspberry mixture that then also has a hint of, again, this sweetness that, again, I mostly think is from the vanilla base, but it's almost to the point where it's almost like a mix of cotton candy and blue raspberry, of all things. Again, it's very sweet. This isn't something that I would probably drink very often. Like I said, it's good in moderation. I could definitely see kids being a fan of that too. But it's not bad for what it is. It's sweet, you know, it's an aesthetically pleasing beverage. And again, they describe it as mystery, but I would, again, say it's mostly like a blue raspberry mix. Again, very sweet with almost like a cotton candy-esque sweet.
I would have been happy if they just made a shake and call it cotton candy. Hell, they did before. I showed it. One of the things was like it's bubblegum. Sorry, bubblegum. I would rather just spend a little bit of money on knowing what it is that I'd be buying instead of not buying something because it's a mystery flavor.
Sweetness to it, but not bad. Very appropriate as a dessert. And then finally, fries don't come in any special packaging, so just
$17.30. If you're paying that much money, everything should come in a special packaging, special wrapper. Nothing should be fucking generic. You're spending your hard-earned money on a themed meal. And they kind of do it half-assed.
all right for what they are. Again, they forgot the sauce for the nuggets, so that's unfortunate.
I already said it before. The poor guy has like the shittiest of luck when it comes to these fast food establishments, just ripping him off of the sauces that are supposed to come with his meals.
Fortunate. when your 10 McNuggets were specifically delivered from this gaggle of buddies on their road trip across McDonaldland. Invaluable information right there. Try this out. Fine for what it is. Standard McNugget. A little bit of a crispy outer shell, of course, but still flavorful. Very basic, of course.
Dude, look at that glass. I like that. I like that. I'm not sure what it is. Like I said, there's just something about this guy that I like watching. Like, it's just an endearing factor about this guy.
Of course, it's a chicken McNugget. Would be best with dipping sauce. I'd always recommend the sweet and sour.
Me, I'm a barbecue and ketchup type of person. But hey, to each their own. To each their own.
So, my final consensus on this, I'm starting to run short on time. All right. The idea I can give credit to. I could really give even praise to. I like the nostalgia aspect. And you know what? Sometimes I think that some of these adult toys, for instance, these adult Happy Meal, toys that they describe them as in these items, I think can be a bit tacky. They could be a bit silly. They can be a bit cheap. It's just some worthless piece of.
It is even though that it's like cheap. It's just like there was no real effort put into this this meal, in my opinion. For it to be something that's supposed to be kind of like a draw on your memories. And what do you get? You get a metal tin that is filled with items that a child would never think of when, if they're a child.
Plastic garbage that they're going to charge you $15 for. But you know what? I think this is inventive. I like the concept. I like the nostalgia aspect. I personally like the fact that they have the stickers and it looks old school. And that's creative, that's inventive, and I'm going to give them credit. That sort of thing is down my alley, and I'm fine with it. I actually like it better than, just some action figure. This is
I would agree if the action figure had like nothing nostalgic about it. I could agree with that. I would agree with him right there. However, I honestly think that if McDonald's actually took the time to look through the list of toys that they released from, like, say, the 70s to the 90s, they pulled out one of those toys, I think it would this meal would actually hit a little bit harder in the long run, because you'd actually be getting something that was there that you played with as a child. Like, I just I cannot get behind postcard, passport, stickers, booking photo. I just can't get behind that.
this is more my speed. So I give praise to it, and I like that. I think it's an acquired taste. I think some people are going to just see it and they're going to think, oh, some stickers and, some fake documents, this is real lame. But like I said, I guess it's, a matter of taste. I don't mind it, though. And the shake is fine for what it is. It's unique, limited time, aesthetically pleasing, and I could see the appeal. And the rest of the meal is fine, too. So, the concept, I think, is perfectly fine, in my opinion. The issue that I take to this is the price. I don't care how good the collectible is, this is not worth $17.30. Now, the price could be lower in your area, but that's a...
Let's see here. I'm just curious. Do they actually have it lower in my area? Here, let's take a quick look, shall we? Let's see here. I don't want that. Here, hold on. McDonald's, burgers, fries. McDonaldland is open. Order in the app. See, this is another thing I fucking hate. Just give me the fucking price. Does it actually have the price? Limited time only. Okay, here. Does it actually have the price? No. No, it doesn't. And this is another thing that pisses me off. You order in the app. It's their way of manipulating you. Because if they actually had the price on their website, let's see here, order now. Or delivery. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna fucking do that because I'm never gonna go there to buy anything. But it's a manipulation tactic, you know. Oh, you want to see what the price is? Well, you don't get the price on the website, because if you actually went to the website and you saw the price, you would then think to yourself, okay, do I really want to spend $17.30? But if you have to go get the app, you're gonna be more inclined because it's already at your fingertip. No, no, I don't want to see. You know, I want to see what the price is, and it does not say. Yeah, it just does not say. Oh well, fuck you, McDonald's. Okay, let's go back.
One issue that I have, this is not a near $20 meal whatsoever, and the price is completely unacceptable as a result. So that's my biggest issue. I'm fine with everything else, but that price is unacceptable. I'm taking 2 points off for the price alone because it bothers me that much. So, as a result, I'm going to give the McDonaldland meal from McDonald's. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. It would have had an 8.5 if they were a little less stingy as far as the price is concerned. So that's.
Wow, he is being very generous. Me, I wouldn't even given it like a 6. I would have like a 2 out of the most. 2 point, like a 2 out of 10 for me. And it's basically because of the fact that they could not commit to what the theme actually is. You get to me, like I mentioned already. It should be, you know, a themed meal should have everything like special packaging, special wrapping, whatever. The if you're gonna have a toy or something, it should actually be, you know, something that pulls at your memories. And this did not do that. This did not do that. Like I said, they could have done, if the whole issue was trademark, copyright, you know, like say for the rescuers little camcorders or the wind up Bigfoot monster truck toys. Okay, I can understand that. But they have like those the plastic chicken nuggets that you could dress up. That is a first party item right there. You're telling me they could not do something like that? No. This meal does not deserve anything more than a 2. And that's basically because it's edible and you do get stuff. But it's, to me, it's just not worthy of a 6.5 at all.
The rating, and that's why I took 2 points off. Bear that in mind. And if you want to cough up the money, I think you'll be fine with it, but it is what it is. That's all that I have for you. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so that's basically what, you know, the report of the week said about this meal. I think it was honestly, here, let's do this. Oh, hold on, let's turn this all off. See here, that, and then that. There you go. I just don't like it. I don't like it. It's manipulative, and there's literally nothing there to really pull at your childhood. The only real unique thing that you get is a mysterious flavored milkshake, and it's just not worth it. Definitely not worth $17. Yeah. Okay, but that's it. See you later. Peace out.